Mr. Aaron, I want to turn to you first. I want to talk about Main Street, back home. We're talking a lot about theories, discussions, but back home, people care about bread and butter issues. Over the past 2 weeks, more than 8,000 web pages on over a dozen government websites were taken down, including over 3,000 pages containing healthcare information, CDC. They were taken down until yesterday when the federal judge actually ordered the public health pages put back up. Some of those pages, information, guidance on vaccinations, on autism. That's what people care about back home. So, Mr. Aaron, we have vaccine mandates, controversial, but regardless of where people stand, how do people react to a situation like this when the information they probably rely on, paid for by federal taxpayer dollars, research on these pages is no longer available to them?
I share your concern, Congressman. I think that we have a big problem, again, with taking the sledgehammer to all of these things.
Censorship.
Is this censorship? Is that the question, sir?
It is.
Well, I want to be clear. The government, does have the ability to say, this is what we're going to put on our websites to a point. They have the ability to say, these are our new priorities, all of these things, right? The problem we have is when that is extended out to stripping away the most basic information that people need for their health. When you're talking about doctors suddenly unable to inform their patients about what's happening, we have a more serious problem. I think that's why the courts have intervened here, because of the misalignment between...
Let me cut you off real quick. I'm just looking at the cdc.gov website. Vaccines and immunizations. There's a little statement here. CDC's website is being modified to comply with President Trump's executive orders. What would a parent say if they saw that?
I think it's just confusion. I don't think people understand, why is the government taking away this basic life-saving information? Why are they taking away information about, diseases?
The Autism Spectrum Disorder website, CDC's website, is being modified to comply with President Trump's executive order. This disclaimer is everywhere. What's a doctor supposed to do when he reads this?
I share your concern, Congressman, that the idea that we're taking away basic health information, basic scientific information, making it harder for people to just know what's going on, especially when they're dealing with serious disease, serious health problems. It's very unclear to me why this would be a priority for this administration, why they would be trying to take away life-saving information that people rely on.
Is there a chilling effect here on academic research?
No question. No question. There is a chilling effect. Anytime someone has to say, before I can do my job, am I using the wrong words? Anybody who's going to say, if I make the wrong choice in what I say as an independent scientist, does that mean my funding's going to disappear?
17 inspector generals fired. How does that affect academic research, people working in these agencies?
Where is the accountability going to come from? I think that's the question. When you get rid of the inspector generals, where is the independent voice when there is a problem, when people's research is being interfered with, when government processes are broken or ignored?
Mr. Aaron, for people watching this back home on TV, what's an inspector general?
Well, as I understand it, Congressman, the inspector general, right, is an independent office within a government agency tasked with making sure that that agency is following the law, ethics laws, other laws, and the procedures of that agency. So they have investigatory power within an agency to be able to investigate and publicize
to address fraud, waste, and abuse. To address fraud, waste, and abuse.
Absolutely.
And so 17 of them were fired.
The only reason to get rid of all the inspector generals en masse is if you don't want them conducting investigations.